Hey, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am reacting to ableist memes. So I came up with this video idea because a YouTube channel, it's not one I subscribe to, they posted a really ableist meme because for some reason I got their community posts even though I'm not subscribed, because I've watched like a video or two of theirs which were pretty good, but that does not excuse their ableism. But anyway, besides that part, since I commented on their post, a bunch of people were coming at me, calling me a snowflake and saying that I was making something out of nothing. But as a disabled woman, I take ableism very seriously, so I hope you'll watch this video and keep an open mind about things. While ableism is an extremely serious topic, I may make jokes throughout these because well, let's be real, it's kind of for self-preservation. Like, when you're a marginalized person and you're going up against bigots that are attacking your existence, it's like, what else could you do, really? So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this. So let's see how it goes. The first meme I found is, I don't really know if this could be called a meme. I mean, it depends on your definition of a meme, but the only disability in life is a bad attitude. Well, I mean, as the late disability activist Stella Young would say, and I'm gonna paraphrase here because I don't know the exact quote she used, but when someone in a wheelchair is sitting at the bottom of the stairs, they can't all of a sudden just like manifest the ability to walk or manifest a ramp or an elevator through positive thinking. Disability isn't inherently negative, and the reason why disabled people face barriers in our society is because of things like ableism. And so I'm still disabled, whether I'm positive or negative. I really don't get why people have to act like disability doesn't exist. But yeah, that was the first meme, and I'm gonna... Oh god. He asked her to prom even in her condition? What? Like, so what? So like, asking a disabled person to prom is like stooping below you? Like, what? Oh my god, there's so much wrong here. And then like and share equals respect. No, the disabled person deserves respect, not the non-disabled person being like an able-bodied savior and taking them to prom. No, and I'm not knocking the man who took this person to prom, unless he's the one that made the meme. If that's the case, then yes, I am knocking him. But I mean, you're not a bad person for going to prom with a disabled person. But whoever made this meme and is implying that like disabled people inherently don't deserve partners, and anybody that dates us or associates with us are doing, like, going above and beyond, like, ew, no. Like, anybody, and this is gonna make me sound really full of myself, but anybody who gets the chance to date me is a very lucky person. And I feel that way about a lot of disabled people. Of course, not everybody, because disabled people are still people, and there are many disabled people that are not great people. But my point is just because somebody is disabled does not mean that they are less than somebody who is non-disabled. And we need to normalize that. Like, interabled relationships exist, and it doesn't mean somebody is like doing something great. Disabled people are not your feel-good moments and your charity cases. We are human beings deserving of what every other human being is deserving of. So yeah. Okay, so this one was made by somebody who is one of the advisors to Elizabeth Warren, and I mean, it's pretty hard to see, so I'll describe it a bit, because even if you're able to make it out, like, there may be some, like, blind or visually impaired people watching this video, so I will try to describe it to you. Well, first of all, the tweet by Esther Chu, right? It reads, "Good Lord, this photo just hits me so hard," and it is a black and white photograph of Elizabeth Warren and I guess some of her staff, and she's walking up in the staircase, and then the picture on the other side of the screen is of, it looks like Donald Trump, but it might not be, but using an escalator. I just think it's really gross. Well, first of all, I mean, escalators themselves are inaccessible to a lot of disabled people. So right there's a big issue, but that's not the issue with this meme. The issue is, like, acting like it says a lot that one person is taking the stairs and the other person is not. It doesn't make me less of a human being that I don't take the stairs. I use the elevator whenever possible, because climbing upstairs is, number one, very difficult for me, and number two, also very dangerous, because I can fall and hurt myself, and I don't really want to do that. So, like, why do able-bodied people think taking the stairs, like, shows your character? Because it doesn't. In fact, if you think it does, that says more about your character than it does people taking the elevator or the escalator or whatever else is hopefully available, because hopefully it's not just either the stairs or an escalator, because for many people neither of those options work. So yeah, ew. And now we have a meme with Robert Downey Jr. rolling his eyes, and the text reads, "Oh, here we go again, another SJW calling us ableist." Well, maybe people wouldn't call you ableist if you didn't act ableist. Just a little pro tip there. Also, by the way, one of my exes, who is very conservative and problematic, I don't know why I ever dated him, but anyway, besides that, because this was like 5 years ago when I was like 17, 18, but the nicest thing he ever said to me was that I was a social justice warrior, and I mean, he meant it as an insult, but honestly I took that as a compliment, especially coming from somebody like him, who is not the best person. So yeah, that's a bit of a side tangent, but there you go. Okay, so here we have what appears to be a grocery store aisle or a liquor store. I don't know, because there are many states that are allowed to sell liquor in grocery stores. My state is not one of them, so if I want liquor, I have to go to a liquor store. But to me, this kind of looks like a grocery store, but I mean, I wouldn't know because I've never been to a grocery store with liquor. But anyway, besides that, there's a person and there's a wheelchair behind them, so it looks like they were sitting in a chair and then they're standing up to reach for the alcohol on the top shelf, and then the text reads, "Alcohol makes miracles happen. News flash: ambulatory wheelchair users exist." Just because somebody is in a wheelchair doesn't mean they can't stand or walk. And making jokes about it just really kind of stigmatizes it and makes it hard for people that can walk but also use wheelchairs, because like we get accused of like faking a lot, when really, like for me, I have cerebral palsy and I use a lost and crutch most of the time, but I use my wheelchair to conserve energy, but also so that I can carry things and move from place to place at the same time. I think my dog's about to bark. I hope not. But so anyway, so that allows me to like be able to carry things and move from place to place. So it is very helpful. And I mean, it's like, don't be stupid. People, just because somebody's in a wheelchair doesn't mean they can't stand up, and like, just leave disabled people alone. Whoever was lurking and took this picture, like, you're awful. Go away, please. Okay, and this next one, it shows two men, or at least what appears to be men, and one of them looks like he's disabled because he's using either a crutch or a cane. I can't really tell because the picture's kind of blurry, and he looks like he has prosthetics on his leg, and then the picture next to him shows another man who's wearing army fatigues and saluting, and then the text says, "Kaepernick refuses to stand for the national anthem because he's rest, and then ellipses. Meanwhile, real men who gave their legs in service to this country be like, sit your candy ass down. I got this. Now, for this, I am going to link some sources down below, because in case you don't know, Colin Kaepernick has been a great advocate, and he's reached out to black disabled women to just be able to understand the black disabled perspective, because ultimately police brutality affects black disabled people at an alarming rate. So for them to use a disabled black man against Colin Kaepernick is just messed up. And again, I will link sources down below. There's this great blogger called Wretches and Spice. Her name is Imani Barbarin, and she writes a lot about this stuff, and she says it a lot more eloquently than I ever could, so I'm gonna link her blog down below. But I mean, I just hate how conservatives love to use disabled people of any race to put black able-bodied people down, and to just be like, what's your excuse? Like, no, I'm not going to be used for your racism. That is gross, and I will not stick around for that. I'll be like, nope, not today, buddy. So now we have a meme that shows an illustration of Greta Thunberg. I really hope I said her name right. I'm bad with languages, unfortunately, even though I took 5 languages in high school. No, I didn't take 5 languages in high school. I've taken 5 languages over my lifetime, but I'm not very good at any of them, so don't ask me to speak them. But anyway, besides that, it says the 16-year-old climate activist, and then it has bullet points making these claims about her. And I'm struggling to read some of them, but I know one of them says, made family become vegan, and then it says the R word, which is an ableist slur against intellectually disabled people. And then it says, never heard of Iraq or Chile, I believe it says, or China. No, I think it says never heard of India or China. And then it says doesn't go to school, afraid of loud noises, is Swedish. Now, in case you don't know, Greta Thunberg, the climate activist, she is autistic, and she has been very open about that. So for them to make fun of her autism and be like, afraid of loud noises, I'm afraid of loud noises. I'm not autistic, but I do have a neurological disability called cerebral palsy, which affects my nervous system, and one of its effects is my startle reflex. you should not discredit somebody based on them having a startle reflex. You should not discredit somebody based on them having any sort of disability. And if you do, that says more about you than it does about disabled people. I think that meme is disgusting. I don't know who the hell would think that was funny, but they are not people that I would like to engage with because they're just awful. A mustache, and he's like tapping his head, kind of be like, this is an intelligent thing to say, and then the text reads, can't be ableist if you don't even see them as people. Yes, you can, because there is a history of seeing disabled people as less than human. There's a history of seeing disabled people as like animals and like demons and just a bunch of disgusting ableist garbage. So yeah, you may think that's funny and you may think, ha ha ha, I'm not ableist, but guess what? You are. So don't be. It's really not that hard. It's not that hard to not be a bigot. And it's like, ew. Wow. Like, who, I would love to know who made these memes. I would like to have a conversation with them. Because, like, this isn't okay, and go away. Please stop. Please stop. Oh my gosh. This next one is pretty bad. And I mean, these are all bad. Let's be honest here. They're all bad. But it's, so in case you don't know, you know that whole slogan showing that not all disabilities are visible? So it has a bunch of people who I think what they meant is not every disability is visible, because then under it shows what appears to be an able-bodied person wearing a Make America Great Again hat, and then above it says some look like this, insinuating that Trump supporters are, I guess, intellectually disabled. Oh God. Here's the thing. Being a Trump supporter makes you a bigot, in my opinion. It doesn't make you disabled. Like, of course, you can be disabled and a Trump supporter, but your disability is not a part of that. You're just a bigot. Like, I really hate how in progressive spaces ableism can just flow so freely. Like, it's like, why are you putting disabled people down? It's not cool. It's not progressive. It's awful. Just please stop that. Don't do it. Just don't do it. And this is one that I have seen circulate around on Facebook far too often, and it is the one with, it shows, it's like an illustration of somebody in a wheelchair, and then the text over it, which has a bunch of spelling and grammatical errors, but we're just gonna ignore that. If your spouse became disabled for the rest of their lives, would you still be with them? Well, if you wouldn't, you're an ableist. Also, my thing has been, I've had my disability my entire life. So what are these people insinuating about me, that I don't deserve to be in a relationship because I'm disabled? What? Like, ew. Oh my dog just scared me. Okay, and here we are finally at the end of my list. I hope my dog doesn't bark again, but I'm gonna startle, I know it, because I'm on high alert. But this is a meme, and it shows a person, and it, like, they look very fierce, is the best way I could describe it. Like, and the text overlaid reads, "I went to the bathroom without my mom." Let's unpack this. This was the meme that started this all, because it was the meme that inspired me to make this video. Like, needing assistance in the bathroom doesn't make you less of an adult. It doesn't make you a child. Let's stop infantilizing disabled people. I realize you're trying to make a joke, but don't make a joke at the expense of disabled people. We have to deal with enough ableism without your garbage jokes. Like, I need help in the bathroom sometimes. I mean, I can also do it myself a lot of times, but depending on the situation, I'm not gonna go into it, but like, if I'm wearing certain things, I may need assistance, and some people need assistance going to the bathroom all the time. Like, for instance, if they're a quadriplegic, or if they have cerebral palsy and they're in a power wheelchair, they may need assistance all the time. That doesn't make them the butt of your garbage joke. Stop using disabled people as a punchline. Like, our care needs aren't a joke. And it's like, at least if you're gonna make a garbage joke like that, I hope you at least are advocating for disabled people to have access to the care that they need, because a lot of disabled people struggle to be able to get the assistance they need in this country and in many other countries. And so yeah, that was my last meme. There are definitely more out there that I could probably react to, but for today, that's all I could really handle. I hope you enjoyed this video. Is that the right term to use? I don't know, but I hope you got something out of this video. And if you're an ableist and you are going to twist my words and make fun of me and use it to harm other disabled people, please don't do that. Like, I realize me asking you not to do it isn't gonna do much, but know that, like, leave me alone. Ableists, you're stupid. You're just like a nuisance. But of course, ableism isn't just a nuisance, but these ableist trolls are a nuisance. But like, please just let me live my life. Let me be a disabled person existing publicly. Like, I don't want to have to hide myself because I'm scared of what trolls on the internet are going to say. So please don't do that. But anyway, to all of you who are not ableist trolls, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not already and you would like to see more of my content, I do social commentary, I do disability related content, I do like some reaction videos once in a while. Those are really hard for me to edit, so that's why I don't do them that often. And I do some story times mostly related to my disability, but I could probably come up with some that aren't. but I would have to like dig deep into my brain to remember some story times. And I do disability related, disability friendly workouts. So if you would like to see any of that kind of content, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!